Welcome to The Explainer. We're going to tackle a massive question that's on so many people's minds in Singapore. Is waiting for that dream HDB flat really worth it? We're going to explore a different path to owning your own home, one that's really starting to make a lot of sense. And hey, if you ever need a guide on this journey, a professional realtor like Judy Thean at 9179-6663 is an expert you can talk to. But for now, let's jump right in.
All right, let's get real for a second. If you're an aspiring homeowner, you've probably felt that pain of waiting for a BTO flat. You ballot, you wait, you hope, and sometimes you do it all over again. That long, uncertain process can be, well, it can be really, really draining. It's a feeling a lot of young couples and families know all too well. And this just lays it all out, doesn't it? We're talking 4 to 7 years for a BTO flat to be ready. Now look at the other side. A new private condo, you're often looking at just 2 to 3 years. Think about that. That's potentially more than double the wait time. It's a huge chunk of your life.
But it's not just about time. There's a real hidden cost. While you're in that waiting game, chances are you're renting. And we've all seen what's happened to rental prices since 2021. They've gone through the roof. All that cash, which could be building equity in your own place, is just disappearing into someone else's pocket every single month.
So it begs the question, what's the alternative? And that's where the private market comes into the picture. But I know, the moment we say that, one giant hurdle pops into everyone's mind, the price tag. So let's not avoid it. Let's tackle it head on.
I hear this all the time. There's this common belief that private condos are strictly for the super rich, that they're just completely out of reach for most people. But you know what? The reality is actually a lot more nuanced than you might think.
Okay, let's be totally transparent here. The price gap is big. There's no denying it. Looking at these numbers from January 2024, you've got a median HDB resale at under $500,000 versus over $1.2 million for a resale condo. That's some serious sticker shock, for sure. But, and this is a big but, that's only one piece of the puzzle.
So how on earth do you bridge that gap? Well, here's one of the game changers, the deferred payment scheme. A lot of developers offer this. It basically lets you pay a down payment in installments over a really long period, sometimes years. This gives you crucial breathing room to get your finances in order before the final payment is due, usually right around the time you get your keys.
All right, let's move from theory to reality. To see how this all comes together, we're going to put a spotlight on a brand new development that's got a lot of people talking, Zion Grand, right in the heart of River Valley.
So here are the quick facts. Zion Grand is a 99-year leasehold, 706 units, right there in prime District 3. And check out the developers. It's a partnership between two absolute giants, CDL and Mitsui Fudosan. The whole thing is expected to be ready to move into in 2029.
Now here's where Zion Grand gets really, really interesting, especially for HDB upgraders or anyone with a busy life. It's not just a block of apartments. Its biggest selling point is this idea of an integrated lifestyle. It's basically a self-contained little world.
So what does integrated even mean? Well, think about it like this. Your home is literally connected to everything you need. We're talking shops, restaurants, and, this is the big one, direct access to the MRT, all without ever stepping outside.
And at Zion Grand, they're taking it to the next level. You've got direct, covered access to Havelock MRT station, an on-site supermarket for when you forget the milk, restaurants for when you don't feel like cooking, even a child care center. It's the ultimate upgrading convenience. And having that direct MRT link, wow, it completely transforms your daily commute. Being right on the Thompson East Coast line means you're just 1 stop from Great World, 2 stops from the Orchard Shopping Belt, and only 4 stops away from the Marina Bay Financial Center. The whole city is right at your doorstep.
And it's not just about what's inside the building. The location itself is amazing. For families, being within 1 kilometer of River Valley Primary School is a massive plus. And for everyone, you're just a short walk away from malls, the beautiful Singapore River, and the cool cafes in Tiong Bahru. It's the best of all worlds.
Okay, for all you savvy buyers out there, here's a little inside baseball. This number is really interesting. The developers got this piece of land for about $1,202 per square foot per plot ratio.
Now, why should you care about that number? Well, PSF PPR is basically the raw cost of the land for the developer, and Zion Grand's cost is noticeably lower than its neighbors. That could mean the developer has more room to be competitive with their launch prices. For a really detailed breakdown of what that means for your bottom line, an expert like professional realtor Judy Thean at 917-96663 can give you a proper market analysis.
You also have to look at who's building this place. You got CDL, a Singaporean titan that's known for quality, and Mitsui Fudosan, the biggest developer in Japan, responsible for iconic buildings all over the world. So you're not just buying an apartment, you're buying into a track record of excellence.
So really, the vision here is pretty clear. They're positioning this as the crown jewel of River Valley. It's all about that perfect mix of a high-end lifestyle with the practical, modern conveniences that people actually need.
Okay, let's tie this all together. What does a project like this really mean for you? Especially if you're a first-time buyer who's just sick of waiting, or maybe you're an HDB upgrader looking for that next step in life.
It really boils down to this choice. On one hand, you have the long, uncertain wait. On the other, you have a shorter, much clearer path to owning a premium home. And instead of paying rent for years, you could be building your own equity in a fantastic location, enjoying a lifestyle of incredible convenience.
Now, is this the right move for everyone? Of course not. It's a huge decision that takes a lot of careful planning. But for more and more people in Singapore who really value their time and want that seamless, connected lifestyle, it's an option that's starting to look smarter and smarter.
Well, thank you for joining us for this explainer. I hope it's given you some food for thought about the different paths to homeownership today. And if you want to explore whether a place like Zion Grand is the right fit for you, or just to get a better handle on all your options, you can always reach out to professional realtor Judy Thean at 917-96663. Thanks for tuning in.